Well, November is National Homeless Youth Awareness Month, and one of the most vital organizations in our area helps 14 to 24-year-olds, young people who, through no fault of their own, find themselves alone or sleeping on the streets of Boston.
Bridge Over Troubled Waters started in a building adjacent to Boston Common and has helped homeless youth find medical services, education, and transitional housing since the late 1960s. And joining us tonight are the executive director of Bridge, Elisabeth Jackson, and a former Bridge client who is now a professor at Bridgewater State University, Dr. Wendy Williams. And thank you both for coming here tonight.
Thank you for having us.
So good to have you. And Elisabeth, I wanted to talk to you first of all because we've been talking with Eric about how this is the coldest night since March, so it really, you can feel it tonight when we talk about these young people. On any given night in Boston, 400 of these young people are homeless on the streets of Boston. Explain what Bridge is and how you reach out to them.
We're a multi-service youth agency, and what we do is we have a street outreach team that's actually on the streets right now, talking to young people, try to make sure they have a coat, try to get them inside somewhere warm. We have a medical van that provides medical services out on the streets of Boston and Cambridge. We have counseling, medical, street outreach, education, housing programs. I always say we're the University of Life Skills for young people who are at risk or homeless.
Right, you'll help a lot of them finish their GED,
yes, we do.
Get a job, get an apartment.
Yes.
In fact, one of those remarkable stories is the woman sitting next to us, Dr. Wendy Williams. You were a teen mom. What did Bridge do for you to get you to this point where you are now a professor at Bridgewater State University?
Well, Bridge provided me with a lot of what I do today in my work. It's a place where the relationships that I was able to build, just being seen, being heard, having been a teen mom, dropping out of high school, not sure what I was going to do next. I went in, they were available, they met me where I was at, they supported me, and they asked me what I wanted. They asked me what was my dream, where did I see myself, and in their making themselves available to me, they allowed me to dream. They, helped me make the next steps that got me to where I am today.
And one of the counselors suggested that you go to Roxbury Community College,
Yes.
then you went to BU, you got your PhD. And so would you say that for young people who go to Bridge, that when you say they met you where you were, there's no judgment. They just are there to help you and be the adults in your life?
They were. I mean, it really was a place where I felt support, I felt respected, I felt appreciated, I felt heard. I did not feel judged. I did not feel condemned in any kind of way. And, when you're 16, 17 years old, you have a baby, you're not sure about what you're going to do next. Here was someone saying, we're here for you, we're going to work with you, and we want to know what it is you're wanting to do and help you do that.
And Elisabeth, we often think of the homeless as this enormous faceless group, a problem, but these young people are in a unique situation because adult shelters often cannot take them in because they're adult shelters.
Yeah, when they're 16 or 17, you're not allowed in an adult shelter. If you're 18 or 19 in Massachusetts, we have a right to shelter state, so they can stay in an adult shelter. The thing is, we don't want an 18-year-old in a place where they're sleeping next to a 40-year-old. We want to change their life. We want to really work with them. We want to provide the hope. We want to provide the ability and really plant the seed and show them that you love, so we can, it's not short-term, it's long-term. And what is the long-term effect of providing a safe place for our young people?
And very often it's not safe for them to be in an adult shelter. Here in Brighton, you have a home for mothers and their babies.
Yes.
I know that you're opening a new Liberty House in Dorchester. We want to hear about that, but you also have an app that young people can download onto their phones.
Yes, it's created for young people, by young people, and it's for homeless young people that need resources, critical resources. So it's not just Bridge services, but also services around Boston and the Commonwealth that provide where to get a meal, where's a safe place to stay, where to call an 800 number and get the services they need. The house in Brighton has the mothers, but it also has teenagers that live. We have 15 teenagers as well that live right up the street from here, and homeless. We have staff there, and they help them get to school, have a safe place to live so they can be young people.
And what about this new facility in Dorchester?
Thank God. Liberty Mutual has provided funding for us to buy the Liberty House, and actually the name is really perfect for it because it's for the young people that live in Brighton that have supervised, that we've taught them how to save money. It's like thinking like you live with your home with your parents and they help you with everything, and then they move away to college and they move on their own. So Liberty House is that. They're on their own under Bridge umbrella. They pay rent. It helps them build their credit, stay in college, and really gets financial stability. And that's what we want for our young people, the long term. We teach them in Brighton, right down the street, all the services that they need, like what you did at home with mom and dad, and then you get left on your own and you go to the Liberty House and try to teach it and see if you learn anything, but you're still under our umbrella.
Great life lessons. Well, Elisabeth Jackson, Wendy Williams, thank you so much for coming in tonight. And on a night like this, when it's so cold, we think about those young people and all the good work you do. Thanks so much.